Alarm, snooze, phone, mess, and your brain whispers, "Not today." You know the moment. Tomorrow I'll wake up early, eat better, get my life together. Then tomorrow comes, and nothing changes. The alarm rings. You hit snooze. You see the mess. And a quiet thought appears. Maybe I don't have what it takes. Here's the twist. It's not that you lack discipline. You're starting your day with 3 signals that flip your brain into react mode and shut off action mode. Chaos, urgency, constant input. 3 cues that hijack your brain before breakfast. The painful part isn't messy habits. It's slowly stopping believing your own promises. Most daily behavior runs on habit, not motivation. So what if rebuilding self-trust isn't a giant makeover, but a few small habits you can actually keep? If you've been stuck in this loop, you're not lazy or broken. Your brain saves energy. It repeats familiar patterns. It responds to cues. And when you're stressed and overstimulated, your attention gets yanked around, so your habits become whatever is easiest right now. In this video, we'll walk through 9 quiet, psychology-backed habits for better energy, clearer thinking, and stronger self-respect. Each one comes with a real-life example, a simple psychology nugget, and one tiny action you can try in the next 24 to 48 hours. Habit 1. Create one visible micro-win. Real life. You get out of bed and the first thing you see is chaos. Blanket, clothes, cups. Your brain gets one message. I'm already behind. Try this. Within 5 minutes, do one visible task. Pull the blanket flat. Clear the nightstand. Or take 1 cup to the sink. Under 2 minutes, but your space looks intentional. Psychology nugget. Your brain builds identity from evidence. A micro-win is a daily vote for I start and finish things. Tiny action. Pick one 2-minute micro-win and repeat it every morning. Habit 2. Protect a tech-free landing strip. Real life. Before your feet hit the floor, you're checking email, news, notifications. Your nervous system starts the day in urgency. Give yourself a 10 to 15-minute buffer before screens, water, stretch, sunlight, or a few pages of something grounding. Same morning, completely different mind. Psychology nugget. Mornings are a transition. If the first signal is urgent, your stress response ramps up. Calm cues act like an anchor. Tiny action. For the next 2 mornings, keep the first 10 minutes screen-free. And here's the catch. If you only fix your morning but still can't stay focused all day, habit number 4 is the key that changes everything. Habit 3. Walk without headphones. Real life. You walk, but every step is filled with input. Playlist, podcast, scrolling at crosswalks. Try one walk with nothing. No music, no podcast. At first it feels uncomfortable, like you're missing something. Then your mind starts processing, replaying conversations, sorting problems, connecting ideas. Psychology nugget. When you stop feeding the brain new input, reflection finally has space to run in the background. Tiny action. Do one quiet 10 to 15-minute walk this week. If needed, start with 5 minutes. So far, start with a small win. Begin calm instead of urgent. Create silence so your mind can process. If these feel too simple, that's the point. Simple is repeatable. Now we move from your morning to your attention. Habit 4. 1 hour with a hard boundary. Real life. You work for hours, but progress is tiny. Messages, tab switching, phone checks, snacks, random tidying. You end tired and disappointed. Set a timer for 50 to 60 minutes. Close extra tabs. Put your phone in another room. Pick one meaningful task. No multitasking. No just checking. Psychology nugget. Switching tasks drains working memory. Every jump adds a hidden tax in time and energy. Uninterrupted focus keeps your planning brain online. Tiny action. Tomorrow, give one avoided task a protected hour. You don't need to finish it. You just need to keep the boundary. Habit 5. Move something heavy. Real life, you avoid anything that feels hard. Workouts, hard conversations, big projects, because resistance feels like a threat. Practice safe resistance. Lift something challenging. Dumbbell, backpack, a box, not as punishment, but as training. If you don't lift weights or you have limitations, heavy can be daily life. Carry groceries, take the stairs, hold a brief plank, or do controlled chair squats. The point is safe effort, not the gym. Psychology nugget. Strength work builds self-efficacy. The belief, I can handle difficulty. That belief spills into the rest of life. Tiny action. This week, do 2 or 3 short sets of squats, wall push-ups, or backpack lifts at a comfortable effort. Go slow. Stay in control. Habit 6. Fuel your brain. Here's why you keep failing, even when you try harder. If your body runs on spikes and crashes, your brain loses patience, flexibility, and follow-through. Willpower struggles when the signals are bad. Real life, you feel tired, irritable, unfocused, and you turn it into a personality story. I'm just not disciplined. Often it's fuel. Hydration and steadier meals support attention and mood. A day built on coffee, sugar, and quick snacks creates spike and crash energy. This isn't dieting. If you have a medical condition, follow your clinician's guidance. It's baseline fuel, water, steadier energy, and simple nutrients so your nervous system can do its job. Psychology nugget. When your body feels unstable, your brain becomes less patient and less flexible. Better input makes better output. Tiny action. For 48 hours, choose one baseline. Water before coffee. Add one fruit or vegetable to your first meal. Or swap one ultra-processed snack for something simple. Quick check-in. Which signal hits you hardest? Chaos, urgency, or constant input? Comment it below. Habit 7. Clear one micro-environment. Real life. Your desk or nightstand looks like a to-do list exploded. Even if you ignore it, your eyes keep scanning it. Clear one small zone and notice what changes in your mind. Psychology nugget. Visual clutter competes for attention, even when you're not paying attention to it. Tiny action. Set a 10-minute timer and clear only one surface: your desk, bedside table, or the clothes chair. Now we shift from your environment to your nervous system, because this next part is where most people lose momentum. Habit 8. Keep one tiny promise to yourself. This is where self-trust is built or destroyed. Real life. I'll start Monday. I'll wake up early. I'll stop scrolling at night. Then you don't, and self-trust drops. Small promises you keep rebuild trust faster than big plans you abandon. Psychology nugget. Self-efficacy grows through reps. Each kept promise is one rep for your belief in yourself. Tiny action. Pick one promise that's small, measurable, and fully in your control. Keep it for a week before adding anything. Habit 9. Rewrite your inner narrator. Now we hit the habit that decides whether you stick with it. This is the part most people skip, but it decides whether you come back tomorrow or quit again. Real life. When you slip, a voice says, "I'm lazy. I always fail. What's wrong with me?" Harsh self-talk sounds like motivation, but it usually creates shame and avoidance. Supportive, honest self-talk keeps you in the game. Psychology nugget. Self-compassion improves bounce back after setbacks, so you recover faster and stay in the game longer. Research links self-compassion to greater resilience, so you get back on track instead of quitting. Tiny action. Replace global labels with specifics. I missed my workout. Then add, this is one moment, not my whole story. What's one small step I can take today? These habits aren't about becoming a new person overnight. They're about sending your brain repeated evidence. Quick order, calm starts, quiet thinking time, protected focus, practicing resistance, better fuel, less clutter, kept promises, kinder self-talk. Over time, that evidence becomes a new identity. Future you can count on present you. Not perfect, just reliable. Which habit will you test this week? Comment it so it becomes real. If you want more calm, psychology-backed videos on habits and the mind, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. This video is for education only and doesn't replace personal medical or mental health advice. If you're struggling in a serious way, please reach out to a qualified professional.